Hello, hello, hello. It's Friday the 27th of June 2025 at 11:25 and 73 degrees. We're in the Allston neighborhood. I had a subscriber whose mother enjoys these videos, so I gave her a shout out, and guess what? I'm doing it again. Smita Singh. I hope you enjoyed today's walk out to the Charles River and then along it to see what all's there until my feet give out. If you're new to the channel, I like to just take you explore different places. Part of it is residential neighborhoods like this. I guess mixed use. That looks abandoned. Anyway, like the video because it helps me get it in front of more people. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers and I'm 9 short. So press that button, it takes you 1 second. Also, I like to know in the comments if you've been here before, where you're from. I'll reply to all of them. And you can yell at me like haven't been doing this forever, so sometimes I screw up the sound, and I had somebody tell me, hey, I can't hear you, you should have. I'm like, sorry. Oh, these are pretty. I don't think I've seen these before. Let's try to look at them without getting stung. I don't know if I can focus it. Yeah, there we go. This isn't the greatest at focusing on the foreground unless I get really close to it. If you're curious, it's a DJI Pocket 3 and a DJI Mic 2 that I use for these. If I do a live stream, I use my iPhone 16 Pro and a DJI OM6 gimbal. Coming up on the 4th of July, last year we went to the State House to watch them do what they've done every year for 249 years now, and that's, or is it 50? It's 50 this year. Anyway, they've read the Declaration of Independence every year since the Revolution. Since Independence Day in 1776. So that's interesting. They are dressed in period costumes and there's a huge crowd that gathers. And then the USS Constitution, Old Ironsides, they tow it out. It doesn't sail. They tow it out to Fort Independence and do a 21 gun salute. The ship fires 21 times and then the fort fires 21 times. There's a big crowd up there too. So we went to that last year. I'll see what I can do this year. Gotta see how the feet survive this little period before it gets warm and I'm inside in the AC again. Oh, look at those. Be interesting to see what they are when they pop out. I'm looking for some that have fully bloomed, but I don't see any. So we're on Everett Street. We started out just down from Beacon Street. Now I'm listening to Zenith, the mix cut by Danik. It's very dancey. I see. I'm using my Google Maps. It's from whence we came. Okay, anybody coming? I think it's safe. What do you think? I can outrun them. Unless I fall and can't get up. I don't have one of those. So this time of day, there's not a lot of sun because we're at, and this is just what, 6 days after the solstice, 7, so it's the highest sun I go. I remembered my sunscreen this time because I burn easy, and I've a couple of times had the redneck moniker be, literal. But where we're going, there's trees, so. And I could have waited till evening, but hey. I might do something else this evening. Actually, down at Government Center, there's roller skating and a disco party. Donna Summer disco party. I didn't even know there was such a thing, so I may take you, and by you I mean the camera, but you, the viewer, down there. We got a dance, fencing, boxing. Oh, I've been by here before. Blackbird Donuts. Diabetic can't have. There's that. You can see the New Balance building. Basically, we're walking parallel to the Mass Pike right now. I think the jump on in is like a trampoline thing, maybe. We gotta turn here, so. Clear. That tree needs some water. That heat was, whew. It was hot and it was very humid. And that's not normal for, it got up to 107 here 2 days ago. 3 days ago. For 2 days, it was well over 100. And I don't like it. And the dew point was in the 70s, which if you know anything about weather, means it was hot. Today, we're about at the high. Let me go up to 75. And I can deal with that. But it's back in the 80s on Sunday. And since I've been kind of cooped up in my apartment, I'm not used to the heat yet. So we have to do, what's it called? Where you gradually do it. I'll think of the word later. Right now I'm listening to Cher, so. She wants to know if you believe in life after love. Well, I do, because it's been 20 years, so. Ooh, look how pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Let me say, I really don't think you're strong enough, no. What am I supposed to do?
Right. I know that's right. You know, it just started. The weather was so crappy in May.
Usually when I come this way, I'm on the street that's over there. This is oh no, this is Star Market. I don't think I've been to this one. Oh no, this is the one where they, I'm lying. I order my groceries delivered and that's where they come from. Yeah, little park over there. There's lots of green space in Boston. And we're still in the Allston neighborhood. Kind of cutting through a mixed use. Oh, I know exactly where we're at now. Duh. Sorry, sometimes I see something that reminds me. It's a Harbor bus, completely electric. Veritas, that's how you know. He did that on purpose. A zip car. I thought about getting one, but more apartments. There's that Petco over there, and then the Mickey D's, which I've been in. This is actually when COVID was starting to go away. You could go in and get food, but you couldn't eat it in there yet. And I came over here because it was like the only McDonald's that was open. And up here on the right is a seating area, so I sat out here and had my McDonald's in the cold. I listened to Affirmation by Savage Garden. If you've never heard it, listen to it because it's kind of my theme song. All right. Coup, a noun, a sudden alteration of an existing government by a small group. Huh. Well, imagine that. I might have to keep that for my other channel. So this is Western Ave. And the Telford Street extension. I think we're safe. I think we got time. I don't have time. If I was writing something official, I would speak like an educated American, but otherwise I speak like a Hoosier hillbilly. Sometimes you catch people staring at the camera because they don't know what the hell's going on. We're new apartment buildings. I mean, Boston has a serious shortage of housing. How good. I keep track of my walking on my Apple Watch and I forgot to start it, but it did. This is Storrow Drive, which has low clearances, and on move-in day, we laugh at how many of the students drive under it with their moving trucks that are too tall. And there's a verb for it, storrowing. And it strips the top off the moving truck and all of their belongings go flying. Sometimes the whole thing just gets ripped apart. Somebody just did it this week. And it's hard not to laugh. It got caught on camera. I have a friend who lives in New Hampshire who came in town. We stayed at Studio Allston. That's how I knew where it was at. And take the ramp up because I avoid stairs whenever possible. Heart rate is too high, it won't come down. I'm going home. And that will cross. So Storrow Drive is like a main thoroughfare along the river to get to downtown and then across into Watertown. There's parking over here because there's all kinds of stuff. This handrail's nice and cool in the shade. And there's a splash pad playground. And there's another splash pad for bigger kids. I guess it's a wading pool. And there's the river. See it? We may see people rowing, sailing. Who knows? In the fall, and I've been to it the last 2 years, there's videos on the channel you can look for. Just search for Regatta. Head of the Charles Regatta is the biggest rowing race of its kind. There's where we came from. So actually I said Stroll Drive. This is Soldiers Field Road. Stroll Drive is down further. It gets confusing. I drove Lyft here for a while, and it was, I don't know why, this is kind of a fun little street to drive on. I might rent a car and figure out how to clamp this onto my dash and take you for some driving trips, like up into the mountains in the fall or something. I went to Maine, but I was 2 weeks too early. And it wasn't like mountains and stuff. Quaint little New England town, but it was closer to the coast. There's a splash pad that a lot of the tourists use that's down along the harbor. I record that sometimes because they're funny. Put them up for you to show your children, if you have any children. Oh, the ice cream store. I'm addicted to ice cream. So, playgrounds, splash pads. Got it? Got it. Now let's go walk along the river. This path goes way around. If we go left, it goes down to a couple of parks that I like to go sit at the on the park bench because it's in the shade and watch the people rowing by and the ducks and all the kind of things. There's one of the boathouses. I think it's the BU boathouse. I could be wrong. No swimming. There's once a year when they can swim. You can go right down to the river. I'm not, because my luck, I would fall and drop you in the water. And I can't afford another you. I have walking sticks like that too that in the dark can provide that third reference point I think I told you about. Or it might have been on the last video. I have diabetic neuropathy in my feet. Nerve damage, so I can't feel the ground, which means if I close my eyes and don't have a third reference point, I will fall down. Cool. Now we're going to be in the shade. I had one of the little white poodles when I was in kindergarten. Pretty park benches, parking lot. I have trouble getting around sometimes, but not there yet. Oh, look how pretty she is. Tell her, you look beautiful today. The Hoosier in me comes out sometime. See her out there in her kayak with the kid. And then there's Canadian geese down there. More doggies. Is this a golden doodle? I don't know my dog breeds. I had a beagle when I was little. I guess it is. Kind of looks like one. Huh? They're out there looking at the ducks. Or the park. More people sitting. Very popular benches. See a lot of Asian people. There's a lot of Chinese in my neighborhood. And it also has a little Korea area when you get down towards Harvard and Commonwealth. There's flowers over there. Oh, that's a community food garden too. And then you can see more kayak and a skull, is that what they call it? And you got your water fountains and dock, you can launch your boat off. Yeah, the river gets really wide here. Actually, isn't that far upstream that it starts. I was kind of surprised. That was a stair. We got more water over here. Lily pads. There's also a dam downstream that keeps it about this level. Although I'm sure if we had a Cat 3 hurricane, which happened half a century ago, I guess. Oh, there's water lily flowering. Maybe one. There's two. Huh. Three. I bet with that heat, that thing is full of mosquitoes unless they treat it. Just think about, you can't come down here in the early morning or late evening because I forgot to wear a mosquito spray once and I went him chewed alive. Ooh, I almost crossed and got run over. So I usually try to keep these about 25 minutes, 20 minutes. It's almost 25. So until next time, like, subscribe, share the video even. Leave a comment. Love y'all. Bye.